I was one of the videos I wanted to show you yesterday, and then I was like, no, I don't want to show you. Remember?
Yeah.
And then the reason why I didn't want to show you is because I didn't want to have an influence on your content, which is actually one of the talking points and notes that I have saved on for future videos is essentially trying to stay relevant, stay within the trends, which is, what does that even mean? Is it relevant to the trends? Is it relevant to your audience? Is it relevant to you? Is it relevant to your channel? How do you stay relevant?
That part I don't know.
That's an extremely broad and blanket statement that really can't be answered.
Correct.
Well, from the standpoint of content, if you were thinking about it from a specific business, maybe that would be easier.
Probably.
But would you label your content or any one of your channels as a specific business? The main channel is kind of more news-based, informative. 2.0 is kind of more happy-go-lucky.
Life, just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
So there's a channel, there's a creator, there's a segment of Daily Wire. It's called the comment section with Brett Cooper.
Okay.
And she's very bubbly. She's very bubbly. And I would be interested in how she does it, her setup, but also how she got so good.
I can't answer because I've never seen it, so I have no clue what's happening when it comes to her.
I'll show it to you when we're done.
Okay.
Maybe you guys have seen the comment section with Brett Cooper. And she's just really good. She's like Amala Ekpanobi good. She's better than Matt Walsh, which Matt Walsh is Matt Walsh. And Matt Walsh is really good at being Matt Walsh, but sometimes he stumbles.
Yeah.
And Brett, she's pretty damn good.
Okay.
So I guess she's got a similar team as Matt Walsh. But her video, and this is why I didn't show it to you yesterday, she's got some good ones, some really good ones. They're structured in a certain way.
Okay.
There's a structure. I'm not going to tell you what the structure is. I want you to watch it and see if you can identify what the structure is.
Okay.
But lint on the black shirt is just like bothering me. It's like in the corner of my eye. But within it, and I kept watching more and more videos to see if it was true, to see if it was consistent. And the cool part about it was consistent, but you never knew when it was coming. And it just seemed like a really crisp, or maybe better yet, clean transition and segue into the only cleaning product that I would use, which is Dawn. Actually, not really. It's the only cleaning product I would use because this is what you buy.
Yeah.
But how she would make her plug, you never knew it was coming.
Okay.
You never knew it was coming. Which sometimes it was like a little bit of a stretch, but she'd always find a way to squeeze the plug in there.
Okay.
Maybe with them, they probably have so many sponsors just lining up to be plugged. It's easier because they produce like every day. So they can pick and choose who they're going to plug. It's not a big deal versus trying to wait to have a plug to create the content. But we are receiving more and more direct communication for collaborations, for products and plugs. Now, for those of you who are watching, I guess this is interesting. For those of you who are watching, there's two ways to go about this because you are managed and I am not.
Correct.
So all of her collaborations and sponsorships and everything have to go through a manager, and mine do not. So we have that. We also have, I think, different audiences, even though they're the same, but different.
Yeah.
The same, but different. But no matter what, we walk into a room, you're going to resonate with people differently than I would resonate, and I would gravitate towards vice versa. So then you got to think, well, if the approach, if the offer, the request is to both of us, well, who's going to be most effective? at presenting the product. Most effective being who's going to produce the most engagement and ultimately conversions to connect not only the company with the customer so that everybody makes money, but connect the customer with a really good product so that everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Because,
I think it's going to depend on the product.
well, there will never be a product presented that would lead to dissatisfaction.
Oh yeah, because I wouldn't.
Intentionally.
Yeah, because I wouldn't plug something if I didn't like it or believe in it or whatever else.
Now, I'm not opposed to businesses making money, and I'm very encouraged and excited by this business's approach to do that. But I got to tell you, I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what it is.
That is the problem when you get businesses or sponsors that reach out to you and they're like, hey, we want to do this, this, and this. And I'm looking at it going, I don't even understand what it is you're trying to get me to do. The ones that I dislike the most are the ones who email you like they're your best friend. And no, this is different. The ones who email you like you're the best friend and they're talking to you and they're like, if we could just get that 5 or 10 minute Zoom call, I could whatever.
That's
and I'm like, but I don't understand. Why can't you just tell me? Why do we need if it's that difficult to explain, then I don't want to push it.
This one I like because there's enough information for me to do research.
Yes.
I don't like the other one that tries to dangle this carrot of extreme wealth and riches in front of me.
That's not
if I
the
just
point.
give them 15 minutes on a Zoom call, which I will never do.
Yeah.
And then you just keep emailing over and over and over again.
Sending me pictures of your pets and whatever else. Like,
And
I
and the
appreciate
email-
it, but it's not going to happen.
And the email subject line of huge fan immediately gets deleted. It
Yeah.
immediately gets deleted because I don't have any huge fans. I'm just playing. Maybe I do, 1 or 2. Maybe Sarah. I don't know. Maybe Sarah's a fan by default. She's like, I'm a fan of Michelle and I tolerate Kevin. But I am not opposed to it, but I know nothing about it. So I wanted to ask you guys, what do you know about metal toxin detox?
Metal detox stuff. It's a
that-
metal detox.
Metal detox.
We won't say the brand. Just what do you know about metal detox?
What do you know about metal detox?
Yeah.
What is your interest level? Have you used it? And obviously, this would be something that, because that's the thing. It's like, I'm wondering, how do you quantify the effectiveness and quality of the product?
How do you test for metal before and then test for metals in your body after or
Right.
during or whatever else? So those are the questions. I don't ever want to plug something or push something or talk about something that I don't fully understand, which is why I don't talk about very many things. The things I do talk about are things I use because I like them and I like the way they work.
Yeah, like
But if I
the
don't,
juice that you had?
the alpha juice?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
really
stuff
like
is
the
good.
alpha juice. Butcher Box. I talk about Butcher
yeah.
Box all the time. I friggin' love Butcher Box. And there's
Steak
other.
medallions.
And then the new Hervé Lucindy, the perfumes that I ordered that are organic and just non-chemicals. It's like legit stuff. I'm in love with those now. Hervé Lucindy. Hervé is hard for me to say because it's Herve. So I'm like, huh? But it's Hervé Lucindy. But I really, unless I understand it, I can't tell my viewers about it because I need to be able to have that organic, realistic conversation about it because that's how I am.
This was another one.
Yeah, Magnolia soap.
I don't know if it'll focus.
Probably not. You gotta do the makeup hand, you know, the makeup hand. There you go.
But yeah, it legit has to either be something that we already have and use on our own, or we just like, and wouldn't mind telling people about it.
I mean, there's been plenty of people who reach out and they're like, "Hey, we'll pay you this much," and I'm like, "No, thanks."
And
Like,
honestly,
I don't want to do it just because they offer money. If I don't agree with it, It doesn't really matter about the money.
I think it would be more effective if that were the case versus I have to plug this.
Yeah.
I have to plug this. So like the Daily Wire, it's like their audience is huge. So odds are a small percentage is going to be interested in anything and everything, which works out. But also, Brett Cooper's just really good, so she can deliver. But for me, for you probably, it's like we kind of got to feel it.
Yeah. So most of the channels that people watch, or you watch them and they start talking about a product or whatever, how do you know if they are being truthful or honest and how they feel about it, or if they're just being paid to say these things? Like,
Well,
that's always mine. Like, if it's scripted, it's hard for me because I've had people who are like, "Hey, this is the script we'd like you to say," and I'm like, "No, because I'm not. You're gonna get my honest opinions on it, and my honest opinions. Like, I don't want to do those ones where they're like, make your video, send it to us, we'll get it back to you in 24 hours. No, I record, I upload. That's how it works. So sponsors and I don't really see eye to eye because I'm not willing to play the games a lot of the times.
Now, I've actually, this idea just popped in my head, and it may be the better solution.
Okay.
And, why don't we just have a podcast? Why don't we just sit and talk?
Well, yeah.
We don't need to do it. They can do it. Like, we can change the game on how product collaboration works, where you're the subject matter expert. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to invite you on as a guest. Mm-hmm.
That could work.
Because,
But how often do people want to hear from a subject matter expert? They want to hear from you because
you're right. You're right. And I knew you were going to say that. And they want to hear from you, but they also trust that you're probably going to ask the same questions that they would ask.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because
I'm very inquisitive.
So I'm not opposed to it, said company, but I just don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. And it's hard to understand.
I don't think it's hard to understand, but just to in a quick few, it's one of those things where it may be difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of scientific terms.
Yeah, but if it's difficult to explain and difficult to understand, it kind of makes me go, I don't know how to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I could also make a video where I share how to use different forms of AI to boost your business. Yeah. Don't ask me how AI works.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
I just know how to use what AI does.
Can you smell the rice that's cooking? Doesn't that smell good? I'm like, come on, rice,
oh, yeah.
hurry up.
How much
Sorry, my stomach's over here rumbling. I don't know. 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's things that I understand I know how my MacBook, I know how to use it. Could I build one? Absolutely not.
No.
But yeah, I'm not opposed to it, but this is one of the ones that we actually received that I actually gave
a second thought to, and had me read it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because normally they just go in the garbage.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the last one that I was sent.
I get Timbo 7 times a day.
I remember the last one I was sent, but it's just not something I'm interested in. I understand it. It's just not something I was interested in. So I really only want to do
what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's understandable.
But what I want to do is connect and inform and help and educate. So if metal toxin detox was of interest, then just put type detox in the comments. And if we get, how many detox comments?
I don't know. Can we talk about detox stuff now? Because with algorithms, new things, that's what I'm like, how many times do you want that word in there?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Maybe put one instead.
Yeah,
maybe put one if you would like a...
oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, put 5.
Because there's that many letters in the word detox?
No, because of the license plate we saw earlier.
Oh, yeah. I don't give 5 Fs. IDG 5F. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, put 5. Put number 5.
If you want some metal detox information.
But you just said it again.
Well, yeah.
You just said it again.
I know. How are you going to make a video on it if you can't say it? That's what I'm trying to figure out because the new rules and regulations of the algorithm. It's interesting.
I don't know. I got to do my research on that one.
Yeah.
I got to do my homework.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys.
Bye.